of the 2026 second round of the NBA draft. And right off the top, folks, Austin Reaves intending to sign a 4-year, $150 million max contract to return to the Lakers. We have all the experts here to break it down. Shams Charania, Bobby Marks, Iman Shumpert, and Brian Windhorst. So we're going to turn right to Shams. None of these guys got any sleep, by the way. No rest for the weary. How did this Reaves deal get done?
Hannah, so shortly after the NBA Finals, Lakers ownership and front office met with Austin Reaves and his agents at the team's practice facility in Los Angeles. And it was in a private event room, and they had all the personal touches for Austin Reaves in this meeting. They played his favorite country music. They had personalized AR initialed pillows for Austin Reaves and everyone else that was in attendance. That's all nice though, right? It's nice to get AR initialed pillows for yourself.
Yeah, no
but
kidding.
it all comes down to the money. And so how did that happen today where it's 4 years, $185 million max contract for Austin Reaves? I'm told over the last 24, 48 hours, the Lakers came to the understanding that Austin Reaves had multiple max contracts available to him in free agency if he hit the market on July 1. One of those teams, the Detroit Pistons, were coming aggressively for him. So that's why today the Lakers stepped up, give him this deal, 4 years, $185 million. He becomes the richest player ever to sign a contract at this level for an undrafted player in NBA history. And you think about his story, he doesn't get picked in 2021 in the draft. He ends up on a two-way contract after going undrafted. He's running errands for Russell Westbrook in training camp as a good young player for a good veteran. And now 4 years later, he signs for 4 years, $185 million.
Yeah, he wasn't one of these guys that we've been talking about tonight to last night. So it is a remarkable story, and he's got pillows to boot. What are the cap implications, Bobby, now for the Lakers?
There is none right now, and we'll give you a little bit of cap minutia. Austin Reaves has a $21 million free agent hold, so we've been projecting the Lakers with roughly $50 million in room. That includes that $21 million hold. So basically, the Lakers can go out and spend that money, likely on LeBron James and maybe a center. And then once they've exhausted cap space, they can circle back and exceed the salary cap and sign Austin Reaves to that contract, $41.3 million. Now, next year, when you're paying Austin Reaves and Luka Doncic close to $100 million, then, of course, you get some cap. But for right now, Laker fans, still got that $50 million to go out and use in free agency.
Okay, yeah, so what is the LeBron of it all, Wendy?
Yeah, this is why the cap is a complicated thing, and we have people like Bobby that are so valuable. The Lakers can spend kind of whatever they want on Austin Reaves and it not impact their cap position, but whatever they spend on LeBron James will take away their cap space.
For sure.
I know it's strange, but that's just the way that it is. You're just going to have to trust me. So now what the Lakers are probably going to try to do is, if you have Austin Reaves and Luka Doncic on your perimeter, you're going to win a lot of games. You're going to score a lot of points, but you're going to have a problem on defense. So the Lakers have got to use this $50 million to somehow help them with their interior defense. It doesn't have to be via free agency. It can be via trade, but they've got to make this operation work together. And then after they address that, and it would be helpful if they could get some wing defense while they were at it, then they could come to LeBron James basically with whatever is left over. Will that be something LeBron is willing to accept?
Ooh.
Stay tuned.
I mean, can they overcome these defensive deficiencies that they've already locked themselves into with Luka and Austin Reaves?
I thought it was odd that, you signed with that much money to sign a guy that, you was having issues defensively. We all knew that. I do now understand it now that you've let me know that Detroit was gonna knock at his door, because him going to Detroit actually makes a lot of sense. So I understand their move to say, let's keep our guy. But when I saw Sanak still sitting there during the draft, I was thinking interior defense, rim protection. You know, you needed a big guy, you needed presence, you needed good hands. He was sitting right there. So it was an interesting pick they had last night, and I guess I'm excited to see what LeBron will do, because we don't know, and I have no insight.
Yeah, because we tried to get you to ask him on your Cavaliers reunion tour.
He is greatly media trained. His media training,
Even
A1.
Okay. I just want to point something out. Detroit now has not gotten their man. All right. Detroit, I think, had interest in Tyler Hero before he was traded to Milwaukee for Giannis. They had interest in Austin Reaves. They didn't get it. Detroit's going to get somebody as a scoring guard to put alongside Cade Cunningham. So keep that in mind as we go into free agency.
Kobe White, another name, who's a free agent. Norman Powell's another name. So these are the types of names, like Brian just said, that you think, you look at the Pistons that they will pursue.
Good, because this gives us a lot to talk about, all right?
Yeah.
We're far from done after the draft, right? We got free agency coming up, all sorts of stuff. But for now, we are here in Barclays, and back in the draft, we have
Sports Center. Back to our breaking news in the NBA. Shams Charania reporting Austin Reaves intends to sign a 4-year, $185 million max contract to return to the Lakers. Reaves has now agreed to the richest contract in NBA history for an undrafted player. Joining us now is our NBA reporter, Tim McMahon. And, of course, Austin Reaves gets the bag because he exceeded those expectations coming back into the league, in 2021. What does this long-term deal mean for LeBron, who I'm sure they want to take a pay cut, and other Laker free agents?
Howdy, Brian. I'll go Bobby Marks 101 on you. This doesn't impact the rest of the decisions the Lakers have in front of them this summer, because Austin Reaves is going to remain officially on that cap hold. This contract is agreed to now, but won't be signed until the Lakers take care of the rest of their summer business, so they can preserve the salary cap space that they have. So their negotiations with LeBron are completely a separate entity from this. How much flexibility they have to build out the rest of the roster around Luka Doncic and his long-term co-star Austin Reaves, that depends in large part on the negotiations with LeBron. But again, Austin Reaves' deal does not impact LeBron's decision or the Lakers' negotiations with him.
Okay, so let's turn our attention now to the favorites to win the title. How about the Spurs and the Thunder and what they did in the first round of the NBA draft? How do their picks, you think, affect their championship hopes for this upcoming season?
Yeah, really an interesting thing, because you've got these two young rosters, the Thunder, a couple playoffs off of a championship, the Spurs fresh off losing in the finals, and they were both able to add multiple first-round picks, a pair of first-round picks, to address flaws that showed up as they made their exits deep in the playoffs this year. And for Oklahoma City, they're going to have to deal with Victor Wembanyama for years to come. Well, go get you a 7'3" guy in Adey Mara, who is, obviously defensive minded, as well as Bennett Sturts, a really dynamic pick and roll playmaker and shooter, where they had some injuries, and that was really an issue for them when they lost to the Spurs. And then the Spurs, as great as Wemby is, he can't play 48 minutes. And Luke Cornett was a great addition for them during the regular season, that they were able to rely on less and less as they got deeper into the playoffs. So you get Jaden Quantins and Terrence Reed Jr. Now, Quantins is, unfortunately, he's got a serious knee issue. There might be another surgery. We'll see how much he's able to contribute